Hey y'all, it's Sydney Screams and we're back for more Sydney Talks Toys. Today's video is brought to you by Peepshow Toys, who's one of my retail partners. And one of the reasons I love Peepshow Toys is that they only carry toys made with body-safe materials, which means everything you get from them is going to be safe for you to use, because not all sex toys are made with body-safe materials. It's true. I don't like it, and neither should you. But there is no FDA regulations, there's no EU regulations, there are no regulations about what sex toys can be made out of. And so they're often made with porous materials that are just bad for your body. They hold bacteria, which can lead to infection. Don't insert unsafe materials into your body, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Good talk. Okay, so today I'm talking about Xara Toys, specifically the Versa, which this vibrator is kind of crazy, actually. You may remember Xara Toys from my previous review of the Xara Swish, which had a very unique, wavy pattern to it. It made me feel like a wacky wavy arm guy, you know? But much like the Swish, Xara Toys has brought us another fun and exciting vibrator. Maybe it doesn't look very fun and exciting like this. I get it. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. But wait. What? What? That's right. This vibrator is crazy freaking flexible. So this is the Xara Toys Versa, and it is literally one of the most flexible, rabbit toys in my collection. It has more flexibility than, I think, pretty much everything, actually, because most of my toys, I can't be doing things like that. I can't do things like that. I can't do all sorts of things, but with the Versa, I can. And that's why the Versa, you can use it in so many different ways. You can use it as a rabbit vibrator. You can use it for double penetration. You could use it for double vaginal penetration. You can use it as a couples vibrator. The world is your oyster. Have fun, right? Have fun. So this is a dual stimulator, which is basically what most rabbit vibrators are, right? So there are two independently controlled motors, one for the large head, one for the small head. And unfortunately, the small head can only be turned on if the larger head is turned on, but they do have separate controls. It's just a 2-button control. The bottom button controls one of the two motors. Wow, I totally blanked, and I did not write it on my notes. Good job, self. But the power button doubles as two different things, the power button and then a control button. So all you do to turn it on is press and hold. It controls the big head. It controls the big head. So it's pretty quiet. Very quiet. And then to turn on the small stimulator head, you just press and hold the top button, and then it'll turn on. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. Hopefully you can maybe see. I'm trying to block the light so you can see a little bit better, but the lights do, or the little buttons do light up when it is turned on. Even on its loud, or on its highest intensity, it's not that loud. It's pretty quiet, in fact, which is nice. I always like quiet vibrators because, you know, I don't want my neighbors to hear. They probably hear enough anyway. Sorry. There are 10 vibration modes in each of the heads. So this one has 10 vibration modes and this one has 10 vibration modes, but which are independently controlled. On each head, there are 4 steady speeds and 6 patterns. I actually liked 2 of the patterns. I actually liked them, which is very, very rare. I tend to not enjoy patterns on vibrators. However, recently-ish, I have been trying to keep a more open mind about them, particularly for the internal stimulators on a dual stimulator like this, which that is the case here too. On the big head, I liked the patterns number 8 and 9, which were kind of like a steady tapping sort of sensation, rather than some of the patterns are like escalating or they do all sorts of weird stuff. I like the steady the steady stuff. Too much variation and intensity just annoys me, makes me lose my orgasm, so I don't want to use it ever. But 8 and 9 were more like a tap, 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 and it was consistent and steady, and so it still worked for me. But I only liked that on the big head. I didn't really care for that on the small head. The Xara Toys Versa is waterproof submersible with an IPX rating of IPX7 rating, which means it can withstand being underwater about a meter or 3¼ feet for up to 30 minutes. It is also rechargeable. The charging port is here on the back. Hopefully you can see it. It's a little DC port. It does come with the USB charging cord, so all you have to do upon this is the arrival of this is plug it in, let it charge, and about 2 hours later, this will be ready to go. The charging time is 120 minutes or 2 hours. While it is charging, the buttons here on the front will flash, and then once it is fully charged, they will just turn steady, so you'll be able to know if it is fully charged or not. It is made with body-safe silicone, so this is very easy to clean. It can be fully sanitized, and you should only use a water-based lube with it. I do believe that Peepshow Toys says that you can use it with an oil-based lube. I tend to avoid oil-based lubes, not for any reason other than they just leave like a film on silicone, and I don't like that. So use a water-based lube or an oil-based lube. Avoid any silicone-based lubes or any hybrid lubes that are silicone or that have silicone in them. You can occasionally find a hybrid lube that is like a water-oil hybrid. That's cool. I've actually used those and I have enjoyed them. I don't remember the brand though, I'm sorry. But it probably did come from Peepshow Toys because they send me a lot, so thank you, Peepshow Toys. Excuse me. Each charge for the Versa will last anywhere between 55 to 130 minutes, depending on whether you have one motor going or both motors going. I tried this as a rabbit. I tried it for DP. I did not try it as a couples vibrator, just because that wasn't really it wasn't really super of interest to my wife or any of my other partners. But I really did enjoy using it as a rabbit. I didn't really use it just for clitoral stimulation because having two motors running just for clitoral stimulation just but for DP, I was very surprised because at the time when I was testing this out, I had just tested a different dual shafted toy and it had very flexible, wobbly double shafts, and it was kind of difficult for me to insert anally just because of how floppy and soft and everything it was. For me, this was much easier to insert. However, I had to make sure the big side was inserted first. I only used that for vaginal stimulation, and then I would insert the smaller side just because it is shorter, so there was less reach, but it just made it a lot easier. I was very surprised to enjoy this for DP. I've been slowly but surely experimenting with DP and anal penetration in general over the past year or so, and so this was actually pretty fun to use for DP. I found it most comfortable and easiest to insert when I was on my side. However, my favorite position when using this specifically for DP was laying on my stomach, usually with a pillow under my hips, just to kind of give me a little bit better of an angle. And then I would like wiggle or, rock my hips around, and it felt fantastic. It is super crazy that I can just do that, As a rabbit vibrator, I did find myself having to really work to find the right positioning of the clitoral stimulator. However, this is so flexible that it was never a problem. It took me a minute. That's really it. Yeah, it's quiet. It's also pretty affordable. It's only $60. And if you use my coupon code, you can save an extra 10% on your order. It excludes sale items, bundles, and any manufacturer restrictions. But otherwise, saving 10%, that's worth it. I really liked the Versa. However, I will say that I liked the movement of the Swish a little bit more. Swish has earned a spot in like my bedroom collection, whereas Versa is not, if I'm being honest. It is good. It is a well-made vibrator. It's an affordable vibrator. I do like the color. It's kind of like this lilac-y purple color. I like it. It just, I think I have other rabbits in my collection that I prefer a little bit more. However, for DP, I really do enjoy using this, and I have used it outside of testing it for reviewing. You know, I've used it outside of that for DP because it's fun. It's fun. I didn't try double vaginal with this simply because I don't love that. I don't love that one end would be going one way, one end would be going the other. I have tried double vaginal before in my porn and like off camera with partners or whatever, but the fact that they go in two separate directions just kind of put me off. I've never really had like what I would consider a great double vaginal experience, and so I'm just meh for that, but it can be used for that. Maybe your anatomy is a little bit different than mine. Perhaps this is something that will appeal to you. I also, like I said, didn't use it as a couples vibe, but you easily could. I don't really know how that would feel best positioning wise, but get creative, have fun. That's the point of having sex, right? Having fun, enjoying pleasure, exploring new types of pleasure. That's why we love sex toys, y'all. I think that's just about it. Oh, it also comes with a 1-year guarantee. We love that. We love that. Let me tell you about cleaning stuff though, real quick. Because this has a motor, you should not boil it. You should not expose it to any heat. If you need to sanitize this, the best way to sanitize a vibrator is to soak it in a 10% bleach, 90% water mixture for about 10 minutes. Then thoroughly rinse it off, probably give it a proper wash, just so that there's no leftover bleach or anything on the surface. Just because it is non-porous doesn't mean that things don't stick to the surface, so that is why we always wash our sex toys both before and after use. So, thank you, Peepshow Toys, for sending me the Xara Toys Versa. This is a really fun toy. It's very, very, very flexible in so many different ways. Like, oh, holy moly. I do like it. I know I said it didn't get into my bedroom collection, but overall, I do like Versa. I do think it is a well-made vibrator. I think it's an affordable vibrator, and I like that there are so many different ways to use and enjoy it. So check it out on Peepshow Toys. You can use my direct link below, or my affiliate link that I'll link below to get it, and I believe that will automatically apply my coupon code, but just in case it doesn't, the coupon code is Sydney, S-Y-D-N-E-Y. Forgot how to spell my own name for a moment. And that will take 10% off of your order from Peepshow Toys. Again, excluding sale items, bundles, and any manufacturer restrictions. But yes, check out Xara Toys on peepshowtoys.com. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop me comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time for more Sydney Talks Toys.